Parenting stubborn children is one of the most challenging tasks parents can face. Stubbornness is a natural trait that often emerges in children as they seek independence and test boundaries. Understanding and managing this behavior is essential to help children develop healthy ways of expressing themselves and coping with stress. From babies to teenagers, each stage of a child's life requires different strategies to address stubbornness effectively. With babies and pre-verbal toddlers, discipline involves understanding their developmental stages. During the first 3 years of life, a baby's brain is growing rapidly, and what might seem like stubbornness is often a learning process. For instance, if a baby repeatedly touches something they shouldn't, and the parent consistently responds with a stern "no," the baby might continue to do it to see if the reaction changes. Varying responses can help the baby learn that their behavior won't always elicit the same reaction. Changing the environment is another way to manage a baby's behavior. Rearranging the home to make it safer and more accessible allows babies to explore without constantly being told no. Baby-proofing the home is more effective than trying to suppress their curiosity. Saying yes as often as possible is beneficial. Babies and toddlers often hear no more than yes, which can limit their engagement in activities. By making the home safe, parents can allow their children to explore more freely. Engaging in activities like spending time outside, doing arts and crafts, or playing in the tub helps expend their energy, leading to better sleep and a more compliant child. Redirecting attention is also effective. If a baby is about to do something off limits, calling their name and offering a favorite toy can distract them. Keeping a collection of favorite items handy can help redirect the baby's attention when necessary. Teaching gentle hands is crucial for managing behaviors like hitting, biting, or kicking. These actions are often not meant to hurt, but are ways for babies to see reactions. When a baby hits, holding their hand, looking them in the eye, and saying, "We don't hit, we use gentle hands," can teach them the right behavior. Then, gently touching the parent's arm or face with the baby's hand while repeating, "Gentle hands, see, gentle hands," reinforces the lesson. This technique also works for teaching safe interactions with pets and younger babies. Reading simple board books like "Hands are not for hitting" can model appropriate behavior. As children grow into toddlers and tweens, discipline should be seen as an opportunity to teach, rather than just a way to provide negative consequences. The goal is to turn misbehavior into teaching moments. When a child refuses to cooperate or repeats bad behavior, the focus should be on teaching cooperation and the importance of not repeating the behavior. Consequences for bad behavior should be related to the behavior itself. For example, if a child plays video games longer than allowed, the consequence might be losing the privilege of playing with friends that evening. This logical connection helps children understand the impact of their choices. Following through with consequences is vital. Consistency is crucial in discipline. If a parent sets a consequence, they must follow through with it. Avoid making idle threats, as children learn that inconsistency means the parent is untrustworthy. For instance, if a child is required to clean their room before going to a friend's house, the parent should not give in if the room isn't clean when it's time to leave. Never set a consequence that can't be kept. Setting boundaries preemptively can help avoid frustration. If a child tends to leave their chair during dinner, telling them before dinner that they need to stay seated and explaining the consequence if they don't comply can help. Parents' responses to their child's behavior are essential. Stubborn children and tweens are often highly sensitive to a parent's tone and demeanor when disciplining them. They may mirror responses such as eye-rolling, sighing, or yelling. It's normal for parents to feel frustrated or angry, but controlling these emotions is key. Identifying triggers that set off frustration, such as messiness or backtalk, and addressing underlying issues, such as stress from work or other relationships, can help parents respond more positively to their child. Learning to negotiate is a valuable skill when dealing with children and tweens. While past parenting advice discouraged giving in to children's demands, modern psychology recognizes that children need to feel some control over their lives. When a decision involves a child's opinion or preference, rather than their health or safety, it's okay to let them have their way. For instance, if a child prefers a different style of clothing, allowing them to make that choice can give them a sense of control and reduce stubborn behavior. Understanding pre-puberty changes is important. Around the age of 10 or 11, children begin to experience hormonal shifts leading to puberty, resulting in emotional outbursts, stubborn behavior, and withdrawal. Allowing children some control over decisions, such as planning a menu or choosing a hairstyle, can help them navigate this period. Recognizing that each child is an individual and that stubbornness can be a positive trait when it comes to standing up for themselves and resisting negative influences is crucial. Disciplining teenagers requires understanding the significant changes they are going through. Teenagers face hormonal shifts, stress from interpersonal relationships, and a growing sense of independence, yet they still lack emotional maturity and long-term perspective. These factors can create a volatile environment for parents. Puberty, starting between ages 10 and 16, brings significant behavioral changes. Recognizing these changes as normal and establishing clear boundaries and consequences is crucial. Setting clear boundaries and consequences is vital for teenagers. Teenagers thrive with clear expectations and consistent boundaries. While they will test limits, they crave consistency. Creating and enforcing family rules with clear consequences is important. Allowing teens to have input on rules and consequences and putting them in writing helps them feel respected and invested in their behavior. For example, if a teen exceeds their cell phone data limit, they might need to pay the bill or lose phone privileges for a week. Being consistent but willing to adjust rules if necessary, and relaxing rules occasionally if the teen is responsible and respectful, can help manage behavior. Taking a break during heated moments can prevent hurtful exchanges. Teenagers can test a parent's emotions with volatile and emotional behavior. Yelling and letting emotions get out of control are counterproductive. Preparing responses ahead of time to prevent hurtful exchanges is helpful. For example, if a teen says something hurtful, calmly responding, "That was hurtful. Let's take a break and revisit this issue when we're calmer," can help. Taking a timeout if needed and following through with a discussion when both are more clear-headed can be effective. Seeking professional help for self-destructive or harmful behavior and consulting a psychologist for guidance on the best course of action for troubled teens is also important. Understanding the difference between punishment and discipline is key to effective parenting. Discipline should focus on teaching children to regulate their behaviors. Punishment involves using painful or unpleasant experiences to stop unwanted behavior, which can include physical or emotional penalties. Physical and emotional punishments are cruel. Teach children that parents are untrustworthy and are often illegal. Discipline, on the other hand, involves teaching life lessons, problem solving, cooperation, and achieving goals through appropriate means. The home environment plays a significant role in a child's behavior. A stressful, tense, or chaotic home environment can contribute to behavior problems. Children mimic behaviors they see and feel a lack of control in disruptive environments. Homes characterized by noise, overcrowding, and disorder often produce children with disruptive behaviors, hyperactivity, and inattention. Similarly, stressful life events such as moving, a new sibling, or parental separation can lead to difficulty in school and behavior problems. Addressing these environmental factors is crucial for effective discipline. Separating personality traits from bad behavior is important in understanding a child's stubbornness. Some children are naturally strong-willed, while others act out due to unmet needs or frustrations. Understanding the root of a child's stubbornness can guide the approach. Naturally, stubborn children respond best to consistency and less to lengthy explanations or negotiations. Children whose stubbornness stems from unmet needs or frustration need guidance to express themselves in healthier ways. Listening and addressing their needs can reduce behavioral issues. Effective discipline involves preparation, creativity, and persistence. Recognizing that stubbornness is a normal part of child development and managing it calmly is essential. Being consistent, setting clear boundaries, and involving the child in rulemaking are important steps. Addressing underlying environmental factors and separating personality traits from behavior issues are also crucial. With these strategies, parents can teach their children to regulate their behavior and grow into successful, kind, and healthy adults. By applying these techniques, parents can foster a positive and respectful relationship with their children, guiding them through their stubborn phases and helping them develop into well-adjusted individuals. Understanding and patience are key in this journey. Recognizing the natural stages of child development and responding with empathy and consistency can make a significant difference in a child's growth and behavior.